Hello and a very warm welcome to this coverage. We've now just got to know that India's squad has been announced for the T20 internationals against South Africa. 5 T20 internationals against South Africa that India will be playing, that starts on the 9th of June. Indian squad has been announced, and the big news that is coming in is that Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma have been rested from the T20I, the series. Well, that's one big news. The other being that Hardik Pandya and Dinesh Karthik have come back to the Indian side after what has been a fantastic performance by both of them in the IPL. And Rahul is the captain of this Indian team for the T20 internationals against South Africa. This is huge. Why? Because this is now a dress rehearsal for the T20 World Cup that India will play in Australia later this year. So these are the players right now in the squad that that really will be vying for a place in that final squad for the T20 World Cup. But that is the squad for the South Africa series. Like I said, Umran Malik has also. He's got a debut. He's got his maiden call-up to the national side after being included in the squad. Remember, recently clocked 157 kilometers per hour, possibly the fastest ball in the IPL history. And in fact, he is the 5th highest wicket taker this IPL with 21 wickets in 13 matches. Rahul, after his brilliant performance for the Lucknow Super Giants, he is the captain. Rishabh Pant is the vice captain. Dinesh Karthik, like I said, has come back into the side after 3 years. And then there is Hardik Pandya after his all-round performance in the IPL as a captain of Gujarat Titans. Remember, Gujarat Titans was the first team to qualify for the playoffs with Hardik Pandya leading from the front. He promoted himself up the order, playing at number 4. And on top of that, then he was bowling well, so he gets a call-up. Some surprises there. Venkatesh Iyer, who hasn't had a great run in the IPL, in fact has struggled throughout, he is still in the side. Then there is Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, the pair of Kulcha, they are back in the squad. So that's again on them performing so well in the IPL. Yuzvendra Chahal, the purple cap holder at the moment, highest wickets in this IPL. Kuldeep Yadav, the resurgence of Kuldeep Yadav in this IPL is what we've seen, bowling so well for Delhi Capitals in those top 10 wicket takers. Then there is Harshal Patel, who again has been a brilliant bowler in the death overs for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Avish Khan has done well for Delhi Capitals, so he's in the squad. Arshdeep Singh, he is in this T20I squad, and so wonderful to see because Arshdeep Singh has been a lovely story in this IPL. Hasn't got as many wickets, but he has bowled beautifully in the death, and economy of 7 in the death overs is phenomenal, 7 point something. So Arshdeep Singh has been rewarded for that. Let's take a look at the whole squad, and we can talk about how they stack up. Rahul, like I said, he is the captain, with Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma being rested from the T20 internationals. Now, remember, Virat Kohli had spoken to Star Sports about how he wouldn't mind taking a rest. He's been struggling in this IPL, except for the last match that he played where he scored 73 runs and looked good in the middle, but he has struggled throughout, and in fact his struggles continued over the last 1.5 to 2 years. So Virat Kohli taking a break there. Rohit Sharma, who struggled again in the last match that Rohit Sharma played yesterday, Mumbai Indians won. He struggled throughout his stay in the middle, so he has been rested. In fact, he's asked for rest, as I'm told. So Rohit Sharma is not playing the T20 internationals. It is Rahul who is leading the team. That is the breaking news. Rahul is the captain of the Indian team. Now, there were all these stories flying around. Shikhar Dhawan might come back into the T20 side, but he hasn't come back. Hardik Pandya, at one point, people were suggesting that he could be the captain of the side, but no, Hardik is very much in the team, but he is not the captain. It is Rahul who is the captain of this T20 squad. Then, like I said, Arshdeep Singh is in the squad, but Umran Malik, the tearaway fast bowler, the pace sensation, he's somebody that we've all been watching, that we've all been impressed with. He has got a call up, and in fact, there was a lot of buzz around him, with him bowling consistently in that pace of 153, 154, his fastest being 157 kilometers per hour. We haven't seen that from Indian fast bowlers, and so it was wonderful to watch. Umran Malik then, a lot of former greats, experts, cricket pundits said he should be fast-tracked into the team, and in fact he should be in that team team that will be playing the World Cup. So Umran Malik, I think that dress rehearsal for him has already begun with this T20 series, with finding his name in this T20 series. So that is the T20I squad. Let me just take you through it one by one. KL Rahul, like I said, is the captain of that squad. Ruturaj Gaikwad is there. Now, Ruturaj Gaikwad also hasn't been as consistent in the IPL, but he retains his place in that T20I squad. There is Ishan Kishan, who looked good in the last game that Mumbai Indians played, but again hasn't been very consistent. Started well first 2 games in the IPL. He was very good, but since then has been struggling for runs, but he's there. Deepak Hooda, he's also there again. Deepak Hooda in the middle overs has been one of the standout batsmen, Indian batsmen in this IPL. So Deepak Hooda is there. Shreyas Iyer, the captain of Kolkata Knight Riders, he is in the squad as well. Again, Shreyas Iyer, one of their leading run scorers for Kolkata Knight Riders. So he is very much there. Rishabh Pant, who has struggled in this tournament, has got starts at times but hasn't been able to get to a big score. And then a lot of people might just be a little unhappy with Rishabh Pant. In the last game, they played against Mumbai Indians. It was a do-or-die match for Delhi Capitals, but some of those decisions, him not taking the DRS at one point, that had a huge role in DC not winning the game. So, a lot of people might be asking that question of Rishabh Pant, but he is definitely there, and he's also the vice captain of the team. Then there is Dinesh Karthik. What a resurgence from him. We've seen Dinesh Karthik finish matches for India. All of us can remember the Nidahas Trophy in Bangladesh, but since then, you didn't expect Dinesh Karthik to come back into the shortest format of the game in the squad, but he's done that with what has been a phenomenal season for him in the IPL with the Royal Challengers Bangalore. He's striking at 191 in the IPL, has been fantastic, has turned the match around single-handedly for Royal Challengers Bangalore on more than a couple of occasions. So he has been rewarded with a call-up. Look at that for Dinesh Karthik, 287 runs in the IPL, but more importantly, the strike rate, 191. That is one of the best strike rates you'd see in this IPL. So he's been fantastic. He is been called back. A lot of people would be also talking about some of the names that probably have been missed in this squad. Rahul Tripathi, one player that people thought would be in because he's been performing well at that number 3 position, one of the top scorers, in fact, at that number 3 for Sunrisers Hyderabad. He scored 393 at a very good strike rate of 161, but he misses out on it. Similarly, Shikhar Dhawan, 421 runs, strike rate slightly low. Would have wanted better strike rate. I guess one of the reasons why he hasn't made it to the squad. But Shikhar Dhawan's another player that people thought who might make a comeback, but he's not there. But the players who've made a comeback are the names that you can see there on the screen. Harshal Patel there, Avesh Khan there. Again, now we saw wonderful fast bowling from a lot of young Indian fast bowlers in this IPL. So obviously not everybody can be there, but there'll be few who'll be disappointed with T. Natarajan not being included in that squad, or for that matter, Khalil Ahmed, Mohsin Khan, who was very good, has the best economy when it comes to the fast bowlers in this IPL. So that is the the squad for the T20 internationals for South Africa series. Now, India will be playing a rescheduled test match against England that will start on the 1st of July, and we've also got the squad for that. In that, Rohit Sharma, the captain. Cheteshwar Pujara has made a comeback, and why not? How good has Cheteshwar Pujara been in county cricket, playing for Sussex? Has scored 4 centuries in 8 innings, and on top of that averages 120. So he's been rewarded for his exceptional performance in county cricket. He makes a comeback into the squad. Then there is also one big name missing out of there, which is Ajinkya Rahane, but that's because Ajinkya Rahane is injured. He's got a hamstring injury, so he's not part of that. But if you look at that test squad, Rohit Sharma, the captain, Rahul, the vice captain, then there is Shubman Gill in that squad, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Hanuma Vihari, Cheteshwar Pujara, Rishabh Pant, KS Bharat is your extra wicketkeeper. Ravindra Jadeja is there. Hopefully, Ravindra Jadeja will recover from his injury as well. And there is Ravichandran Ashwin, Shardul Thakur, Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, Umesh Yadav is there, as well as Prasidh Krishna. So that is the test squad for England series, for that one test match that India will play against England, the rescheduled test with Rohit Sharma, the captain there. So not too many changes there in that squad, mostly an expected squad along the expected lines. But yes, it's good to see Cheteshwar Pujara back and him being rewarded for his performance in the county circuit. So yes, that's the big news for India's test squad. Like we said, for the T20 internationals, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli have been rested, so they won't be playing the South Africa series. It's interesting to see, because there were a lot of names doing the rounds as to who will be captaining when Rohit is rested. There were names like Hardik Pandya, possibly Shikhar Dhawan. At one point was suggested, but Shikhar Dhawan's not even in the T20I squad. It is, in fact, KL Rahul who is captaining the Indian team in the T20 internationals. Now, if you have any questions, you have any comments, do write into our comment section on the show, and we can take some of those questions as we take you through what is the breaking news coming in at the moment. Indian selection committee have come out with their squads for India's one test match, rescheduled test match against England. So we have the squad for that, and also the squad for the T20 internationals that India will be playing against South Africa. KL Rahul being the captain. Now, why does this become interesting? Why does this become important? Is we're looking at the crucial T20 World Cup later this year in Australia. This is, like I've been saying, a dress rehearsal of sorts for that T20 World Cup. From here on, every player is going to be looked at, closely, and accordingly, the team will be decided. So this is important for these players as to how they perform from here on. For all of you who are just joining us now, this is in fact the news, the breaking news that we are getting. That is, there is no Rohit Sharma and there is no Virat Kohli in the squad for the T20 internationals. Let's also, if you have any questions, do write in to us. Do you feel like there are some players who are missing? If there are, let us know. But this is the squad: KL Rahul, the captain, Ruturaj Gaikwad in the squad, Ishan Kishan, as well as Deepak Hooda. If you see Rishabh Pant, he is the vice captain, wicketkeeper. There is Dinesh Karthik, who has come back into the squad. What do you think of that? Dinesh Karthik coming back into the squad. How brilliant has he been for Royal Challengers Bangalore? So he has been rewarded for his performance and he's back into the squad. And then there is Hardik Pandya, the captain of Gujarat Titans, who's been exceptional for the team, not just as a captain, but leading from the front, promoted himself up the order, has been bowling well, especially in the first half of the tournament when he bowled. He was bowling in the power plays and got wickets, crucial wickets for Gujarat Titans. Hardik Pandya, good to see him back. Then there is Venkatesh Iyer, who retains his place surprisingly, because a lot of people would think, okay, since Hardik Pandya is back, Venkatesh Iyer, your other all-rounder who hasn't been really performing well in the IPL, why does he find himself in the squad, but he is in fact in, so he's there. Then there is the duo, the Kulcha duo, Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav, have been phenomenal in this IPL. Standout bowlers for their team. Yuzvendra Chahal, standout bowler of the tournament, purple cap holder at the moment. So he's there. Then there is Akshar Patel, who's in there, Ravi Bishnoi, and there is Bhuvneshwar Kumar as well. Bhuvneshwar Kumar again has been doing his job silently for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Hasn't got as many wickets, but has been exceptional again in economy. So he has been rewarded. He's in fact, he was there in the T20Is squad, but he stays in there because of his showing in the IPL. Then there is Harshal Patel. Again, Harshal Patel in the death overs has been very good for Royal Challengers Bangalore, and Avesh Khan for Delhi Capitals. Then there is Arshdeep Singh. He has been a standout bowler for Punjab, and in fact the standout bowler in the death overs across teams. And then there is Umran Malik, the pace sensation, bowling at 154 to 157, just scaring batsmen with that speed. Umran Malik, he gets his maiden call-up in this T20I squad for South Africa series. So that's it then on this. If you have any comments, do you think that there are any players that have missed out? Do let us know in the comment section below. You know, a lot of people would be disappointed with Shikhar Dhawan would not be included, Mohsin Khan not being included, T. Natarajan not being able to find a place in the squad. But there is Akshay Kishan who's saying they must have selected Natarajan too for all three formats. Akshay, Natarajan is not in the T20 internationals or for that matter in the Indian Test squad, unfortunately. But yes, he has been very good, and you know, one would have expected, given that he gives you that left arm option, but he is not in the squad. So there you have it. Is not in the T20 internationals or in the Test squad. Again, in the T20S squad, the other name that is missing out is Mohammad Siraj, and rightly so, because Mohammad Siraj has struggled as a T20 bowler in the IPL for Royal Challengers Bangalore. He's been expensive, you know, hasn't been accurate with his line and lengths, and he has missed out, in fact, in the T20I squad for the South Africa series. Well then, that's it then on this special. Do subscribe to News9 Sports if you want to watch the latest from the world of sports, and you know, we've got all the updates, analysis, interview on News9 Sports, so that's what you need to subscribe to. And that's it from us. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.